Hey guys, some of you may remember my earlier videos on this Philco 38-7CS, which is short for chairside. It's a radio that does double duty as a table. You would have this next to a chair and you would operate the radio through this hole in the front. Here's the chassis that's out of it. It would normally be mounted on its side underneath the top of this, so that this dial would be coming out of this large hole here, and the controls would come out of these three holes. Now, unfortunately, when I got this radio and did a little research, I discovered that the turntable that was on mine was not original and somebody had hacked it in, and it was a pretty low quality turntable to boot. And this is a fairly rare radio. About 7,700 were made. So the general consensus online was that it would be best to remove the turntable and restore it to its original condition, which is what I'm planning on doing. I've taken the turntable out, which left this gaping hole here. Also, when I remove the tone arm, I'll have some holes there as well as these two here. So what I'm simply going to do is re-veneer this whole shelf and then refinish the whole cabinet, which will make that look as if it never happened. As for the radio itself, it's in decent condition, but I am missing one of the, actually both of the old metal can capacitors. Somebody, I guess, cut them out and mounted replacements below. And I'd like to put in the original metal cans and restuff them as possible to preserve the original look. Also, I was missing one of the original knobs, this outer knob in particular. Although I did have the original Bakelite inner knob. Well, I contacted a guy who makes reproduction knobs and he made me a set in plastic, which are okay. I mean, they are certainly perfect matches for the old knobs physically, but it's not quite the same feel compared to the old hard Bakelite versus the softer plastic. So I'll be keeping my eye out for a set of real knobs. Also, this control, the volume control, was hacked off, and it's kind of an oddball control, so I've also been hunting around for that. Well, tonight I think I have a solution to all these missing parts, which is out on my back porch, so let's go take a look. So here's the radio I picked up this evening. It's a very similar Philco 38-4. It's from the same 1938 model year, but this is the console version. Also far more common. They made, I think, something like 80,000 of these versus less than 8,000 of the other. So I don't feel so bad in scavenging a few parts off of this set to complete the other one. Plus, this is in pretty rough shape anyways. As you can see down below, well, there's nothing here. Speaker's gone, speaker cloth, whatever was down here is gone. Cabinet's seen better days too. There's some chunks taken out, veneer loss. It's also been recoated in some nasty polyurethane. So I think what I'll do is salvage what I need and put it up for free on Craigslist, and maybe somebody else can get some more use out of it. So what I want in particular is this has both of the original Bakelite knobs in very nice condition. Also has the return spring, which is completely missing on mine, which makes this disc come back up. The volume control seems to be in place and in good condition. If we take a look behind, here's the chassis. Somewhat different from mine, but it does have the capacitors that I'm missing. There's one here, and there's one here, so I'll pop those out. And I'll harvest the tubes as well. One thing that's kind of interesting on this is that the rectifier tube is mounted directly into the power transformer. I was just reading about that yesterday online. Somebody asked, well, why did they do that? I'm not sure, but the one answer I saw that seemed pretty reasonable was that the rectifier tube is going to be wired right to the transformer leads anyways, so this is just a way to eliminate any wiring mistakes. It's just to plug the tube right into the transformer itself. I like these older ST type tubes. ST, I think it's for shoulder type, where it's got that bit of a hump on either side, kind of like shoulders, versus a more modern type, which is just a straight glass cylinder. Looks like all the tubes are present. So yeah, I'm going to take what I need and then give away whatever I don't, and hopefully somebody else can get some use out of this. I really do like this set. I think it's one of Philco's coolest designs from the late 30s. So now hopefully I can get it all back together and working properly the way it was originally designed. That's all for now.